Hey guys, it's Coco Kinsey. Make sure if you have not before we get started, go ahead, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like and comment so we can talk about things, have communication. That's what it's about. So I totally welcome comments. Just all I ask is that whatever we're talking about, make sure it is respectful. We can disagree. We can kind of meet in between. I appreciate, just respect and community. That's what it's about. That's how we learn from one another. And even in something as silly as reality, there's always lessons to be learned. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island South Africa. If you are able to see the show, great. If you are outside of the region, as many of us are, it is extremely hard, to say the least, to say it. So if you've been blessed to see it, then oh, you deserve it, and you may as well keep going. And if you can't, then I want to recommend, and I try to recommend her on every Love Island South Africa video just because she has done a phenomenal job with ensuring those of us that are outside of the region or don't have access that we know what's going on, that we're in the know even on some days when she doesn't feel like it. So definitely like and subscribe to her channel and her videos. Talk with Ucha, Talkwithucha. Make sure you go to her channel if you are not able to see the videos, especially, and you just want to be in the know. She gives excellent recaps. So if you want a very detailed recap along with the videos that you've probably already seen online and put it all together, then boom, you have got Love Island South Africa and probably something even a little bit better. So definitely make sure you head over to her channel. So today I'm just going to kind of recap. I'm going to do weekly recaps of Love Island South Africa. I wish I could commit to every day, but I will definitely at the end of every week do a recap of some of my favorite people, where I think it's headed, or just what I'm thinking for the week. I was meant to do a video earlier, but I had to tend to my baby who was not feeling well. We're doing better, but here we are today. So let's get into it. Love Island, South Africa started out, the week one has been a week for the books because we started out with allegations of colorism, which were rightfully warranted. Just if you've already seen some of my other videos, I will not beat a dead horse. We've already addressed that, and we're moving forward. And let's see. And I'm still watching, so because I want to support some people, and so we'll see where it goes. We started with allegations of colorism. We started out with loss of sponsorship on one of their biggest sponsors. I also addressed that in another video. And production. Production was, it was rough. It was rough. So we've had a rough week, but we have made it, guys. We've made it through week one, and there are signs that the sun is shining on the other end. So we started out with Millie and Jay coupled, Aaron and Assad, Thumna and Durang, Cage and Summer, Ian and Rochelle. And it's initially it start, so not only from the other things, from colorism to the production, it started out really dry because the it seemed like nobody was really into anybody, and then some things start to seem a little forced. Like for me, Aaron and Assad kinda, at first you think, okay, maybe, and then it just didn't seem like and then as we would go on throughout the week, we kind of saw we were right, maybe, or those that think of that. It also started to become the Durang show, and he really was hitting a nerve with me. I don't know if he's hitting a nerve with you guys, but I'm quite frankly, I'm over it. I'm over him. I'm ready for him to get his bags packing. But almost in a sense, it's like you gotta have a villain on the show, like, because that's the entertainment. So even though he's definitely not my favorite, he certainly is entertaining to say the least. But I would like to see less of him because it was becoming a bit of the Durang show, and I was kind of like, like I would like to get to see some of the other cast a little bit more, because you don't know sometimes if you're missing out on people's personalities because we're so focused on this person. um, but him and the drama with Themna and Millie, and just he just seemed like he just needed to be the center of attention a little bit more than I'd like. And quite, yeah, I just I'm over it. And it seemed like kind of for a minute everybody was kind of over everybody, just like as far as chemistry. Like, and so then Xavier pops up, and at first it kind of seems like, oh, everybody's kind of like, oh, he's tall because we've been waiting for some taller men to come in. And but still Themna tried. I think she was feeling him at first, and he was more so into Aaron, who initially kept reminding him that they knew each other from the past, which was really cringeworthy and awkward, especially because it seemed like, I don't know, her and Durang in particularly are really two that just really seem, which I mean it is a game, but hedging their bets in a way that I don't know if it's going to work out for them. I feel like Erin is kind of hedging her bets with Assad, because a lot of times just in the Love Island world, when you come in with somebody, and if like if you can kind of have it last for longer, then that looks good, because then we can keep building with you as weeks go by. Because trying to have it start with someone new is a little bit more challenging because we don't get to see you as much. But if I can see you with the same person and you keep building, 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 then that's a better look. And I think some of them probably may realize that, so I feel like she's kind of hedging her bets with Xavier and Assad, and I'm just kind of not here for that. I'm kind of over it. You guys, please let me know what you think. I'm looking at my notes because I try to take notes to make sure just that I didn't miss anything. So we got to that. So we went. I told you the initial couples. Then when we got to the recoupling, that's when I was like, okay, we're shaking up the table. And I was really excited about the shaking at the table because something needed to be shook, but shook in a good way. Because I'm just as entertaining as some of the memes have been online on Twitter. I want to see the show, and I want to see, I want to see it do well. I want to talk about the show, not about the show's production, not about the show's stock music, not about colorism, not about, although there is room for critiques and for things to be addressed, but I want to talk about the show. And so finally, I think we've got to show people. So when we finally get to the recoupling, there are some shakeups because there had been so much, guys, where we saw with Aaron and Assad, she loves Assad. But that would be thrown for a monkey wrench when Sarah picks Assad. So, not saying that just because you're recoupled or you're coupled with somebody doesn't mean that you don't have access. You can still go after it. But certainly, I don't think anybody saw that coming. So we got that, and then we got Rochelle picking Durang, and I guess somebody had to pick him, but she did it with the best intent, I think. And I know Ucha talked about it too on her channel. That maybe like doing it with hopes that maybe that he deserves a second chance, because again, like he was drugged so much, even just on you could tell that everybody was annoyed with him. So maybe feeling that he deserves a second chance. I believe he's showing kind of who he is, but whatever. I don't know. So she tried to give him a second chance. So she couples with him. Cage and Summer are still going strong at this point at the recoupling. And then we had the Millie and Jay and Aaron. Well, I'm getting with the. What is his name? Why can't I think of his name? Oh, my memory. You guys. Look, whatever. The point is, she didn't even want to be with him because really she's hedging her bets on Xavier. She's into Xavier, but also at the same time, I think she thinks that Assad is the meal ticket in a sense at this point. So there we go with that. So we got that going, and it's still kind of like, recoupling kind of Durang is still trying to get back to Themna. Themna doesn't want any parts of you because you've shown yourself to be a liar. But then we got the new guys coming in, and we got Lebo. I want to make sure I pronounce his name right. I like God, like forgive me if I don't. All I know, we'll call him Sexy Boy. He comes in and Chris comes in, and the women seem so excited. Like, well, I can't say for Chris, and Chris does. He seems nice. He's good looking, but everybody seems to have their eyes on Mr. Sexy Man right now. Themna really seems interested. um, and she kind of doesn't make any secrets about it. So we got people starting to come out a little bit more and be direct. Millie, so she's kind of just letting it be known, kind of showing her giggles that she is into him, Level, and then you have Millie, who is not into Jay, and she goes after Xavier, and she's and Xavier. I think again, it'll go back to me saying everybody's kind of playing the game. I don't know. Maybe he was interested all along, or we just didn't see it because again, we've already addressed production and some conversations being missed, and just some things that have missed. But he's receptive. But as we know, in order to stay on the show, you need a person. So it's a lot of movement, and people just you want to make sure that you're with somebody who you think is going to pick you. And so he seems open in regards to that. And then was it Sarah? Because I love Sarah. I don't. Was it Sarah? Who did she go after? Or no. I don't even remember who she was talking to. Lord forgive me because it's so hard to watch it, but nonetheless, I'm gonna go back and do some recaps. But let me just say that I love Sarah's directness. There are just certain people that I really have started to like. Thus far, some of my favorite people. I love Sarah and I love her directness. I love Cage. I do. Again, I want to see more of these people because I do like that Cage seems to be hold people to a standard, especially that Ring, and just in conversations. I like that. I love them now. I think she's cute and adorable. And I just, she keeps getting L's and just kind of being disinterested, which is a whole nother issue. That's why it was kind of frustrating. Or if you see my initial video and if you see my videos from past talking about Love Island USA, talking about Justine, that is why it's so special because it is hard sometimes on these shows. It seems like with black girls, they have a hard time. So I am rooting for her as well. And then just we'll kind of, we'll see where it goes. Baby is waking up crying, screaming. So I'm going to cut this one short, but definitely, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know some of you guys' favorites. Look for me on Instagram as Coco Kenzie, and look for my Facebook group, Love Island South Africa. And I will catch you guys later. Sending light, love, blessings. Talk to you later, guys.